Today we're going to continue the California scripture. Last time we just finished sand writing, so now on the first day the immortal He Shengu channeled and composed the scripture. Okay, so well, this is actually the scripture within the scripture already. Okay, so it says. A calm and still heart and mind can develop our Buddha nature, right? So, when we say calm and still, quietude, or it's basically like Lecture Lee talks about or we constantly remind us letting go of all karmas, infinities, and not giving rise to a single thought, having a mind that's not. Heart and mind that's unmoved by anything. Okay, so it's not influenced by the various, all the forms, things like that. Okay, so then, that's still, just like the water being very still, motionless, it's very clear, right? All the impurities will settle down to the bottom. So then the water is absolutely crystal clear. So when our heart and mind is crystal clear, then what's left is, the Buddha nature is there. And so the wisdom is also there. And so that's when our, so we just say, Buddha nature, but, part of that is our wisdom, our conscience, everything can manifest when we're in that state of mind, right? Okay, so the non-motivated action corresponds to, or is a reflection of the non-attached, which is that pure and tranquil state of mind. That sometimes in Buddhism they call emptiness, or we say emptiness. So they go together. The non-motivated action, wu-wei, that's what we typically talk about. Doing things, doing the right thing, doing what's appropriate, always what's proper. Okay, it's following our conscience, following our true nature, following. That's the real nature, actually. It's not following our human nature, emotions, things like that. Okay, so this non-motivated action is just doing what's right. Okay, quote unquote, what's right all the time, and that is okay. So, but that can only come out when our heart and mind, we have no biases, we have no, personal desires, things like that. Right? Those things get in the way, and they kind of cloud. They kind of cause us to behave in not in that proper, or in that quote that real truly natural way, right? So really, when we talk about really following nature is following our Buddha nature, following that true nature, not following what we typically think of as our nature, our human nature, emotions, all that. So that's something that, as long as we can still have that still heart and mind, that pure heart and mind, then we can, then pretty much what we'll do is we'll just follow that true nature, right, the Buddha nature. It's unattached to any forms that, from forms you get our desire. We get desires. So that's very something important to realize. Okay, so to let go of what we need to let go of all that, become unattached to those. So with good fate and destiny and good circumstances, life will be beautiful, right? So obviously, if everything is we follow our true nature, our Buddha nature, we have no likes and dislikes. None of those attachments, then everything will be good. Even despite the circumstances, whatever is happening around us, it may not be so good. But from the point of view of, you can say that Buddha nature, then it's really neither good or bad. But from our point of view, from someone else's point of view, they say, wow, you can still be upbeat, you can still be happy despite the everything being really bad. Okay, so but of course, if we follow our Buddha nature all the time, then things will be good. or better than what a normal person experiences. And so, life will definitely be much better. Okay. And let's see. All right. So with the marvelous way engraved, the middle way. Okay, so the middle way, Zongyong. It's the doctrine of the mean. It's following that Buddha nature, following that true nature. Okay, that's engraved with. We will not take the evil improper paths. Okay, so what are the evil improper paths? Basically, following our senses, right? Following all the forms. Those are the things that desires, right? Following emotions, our temper. All these things will lead us to what we would call evil improper paths. Okay, so always following that middle way, that conscience, that Buddha nature. Okay. So if we can understand, that's why we learn. It's hard to grasp what that is. So that's why there are all these principles. Whether we talk about the 5 constant virtues or 8 virtues, etc. Those are all these principles that are part of, you can say, that middle way. And so we follow those, and then we won't be misguided, misled down the wrong paths. So even in darkness, we can be constantly awake or aware or mindful. Okay, so darkness means the darkness, whether it's the circumstances around us, which I just mentioned, is if it's not good. We always aware of our Buddha nature, that our Buddha nature can always be in charge. So then, so the following line says, harboring or cherishing this hidden brightness, that despite how things look, we always have that Buddha nature within us. That Buddha nature is always there, that conscious. We just need to make use of it, if you will, or just bring it out. Okay, let it be in charge. Let it manifest. So no matter what's going on, right? So don't let the darkness, the whole society, dictate how we should be. Based on their, you can say, unenlightened, standards. So, because we should rely upon our Buddha nature, our own conscience, to determine what's right. Okay, so that is that brightness that's within the seeming darkness all around us. Okay, all right. So this is actually the theme of the 2 characters that are in the marvelous scripture, Wei Ming. So that'll be discussed a little bit later. All right. So.
I 之中 the Chinese, the last second paragraph. Sentence. 爱之中 means you 隐藏. You could be alone. You could be by yourself. You could be just nobody know what you're doing. Okay, but in that moment, we also have to reflect ourselves, to be very, very careful. Especially we are alone. Our mindset could be anything else. Could be everywhere. We could be thinking something we should not even think about. So in that moment, like you said, gotta be use Buddha nature. I know, but it's hard to manage that. Yesterday we had a class, and we won the lecture fund. Okay, our longevity said took him to the heaven, and then took him to see, because what we have done is there's one 3-floor building. Okay, 3-floor building. Whatever good things we have done in all building. Okay, so the longevity sense asked him to go to the building. Look, you have yourself. So he looked what he has done in his lifetime. Okay, because he got a car accident, auto accident. Then he was almost died. Then Buddha took his spirit to the heaven. So he looked what he has done. All a little thing. For example, if we receive people like Orlando or somebody bring people to receive the Tao, 叫做度化有功. How do you translate 度化有功?
The merit for bringing people into the Tao.
Okay, you got merit there. Okay, then if the other one is 劝化, means you bring some people, try to bring some people receive Tao, ask people to receive Tao. However, they didn't receive Tao. 劝化有功. means you advise them, you give them wisdom words.
You try to convince them, but they
Correct.
did receive the Tao. They're still a merit.
You still married there. Okay, different type of married. Then last one is if a new member coming in, then transmitter lecture is not here. You say, oh, you encourage, oh, there's fruits, you can eat it together. Then 你叫做助道有功。
Hosting.
Yeah, hosting or you're helping the Tao. You got married too for that.
Because you're trying to make the person feel welcome and comfortable.
So you also married. So sometimes, and also something interesting. Whatever we do a little thing, they say, okay, you have merit 0.2 cents on that day. Most day. So everything, whatever we done, even we do work on the street, whatever we done. I remember everything they already done. Every penny, what we have done, they record it down. Everything recorded down.
Also the bad things, not just the good things.
Okay, turn around, look the outside. Then no Jeopardy said, took him to see the other building, 3-floor building, and 3 buildings are there. Those all the people, all the bad things, bad karma, bad force, people have done. 3 big buildings, 3 floors, everything is there. So he took what he has done. Okay, what he has done. He gave me a book. So what he has done, and then also there's a play, the movie for him. What he has done in his life, book and a movie there. Okay, so little thing. Even he said one time he was so a little arrogant. He didn't like certain things. Whatever he did in a lifetime, he said, okay, we all like everybody else. I look at that person, I just don't like the person. Right? So your mindset just I don't like the person.
Also, all the food that we left.
Oh yeah, let's come back to that. So everything, little thing, is I like all the people. When I look at her or him, I just so upset. Then your mindset coming out on that mindset is recorded on which day, which moment he had that.
We won't even remember.
I know, don't worry. There's everything recorded down, okay? And they even can play for us. And they even on the book. So he took his own book. He said, oh no, so many things, right? Little thing he had done. So we have to be careful now. That's why the Buddha teacher want us to be 万言放下, get rid of all the affinity to not raise one thought. What does that mean? 2 meanings there. Once we don't want to create more bad karma, because whatever we saw, it's going to be recorded down. That's what 报是灵童. How do you
The
translate?
recording angel.
Recording angel. Remember he said that he is with us every day, even on the street. Whatever we think, whatever we do, is recorded down, right? Did he say that? Anybody remember that? Yeah, so that's why we want to get rid of all the affinity, do not raise one thought, because we don't want to we don't want to create more bad karma. Because it's going to be recorded down in a book, and what they're going to play for us, we're going to remember. Second thing, the reason, because since we talk about this concept, what we want to do to get rid of all affinity, do not raise one thought, you know why? According to the lecture, he said, all those reincarnation years, could be 60,000 years, we did so many bad things, we don't even know. So there's a cost there. There's a cost there. But what happened? To this lifetime, if we start to think, we create affinity. So those cause and affinity will mature. When they get together, we will mature together. Then we'll have a consequence. We'll have consequence. That's why we have to suffer the consequence. If we did something before, maybe it could be the cause, but not mature enough. We do not think about that. The affinity will not come out. We will not suffer the consequence. So don't bring out the thinking mindset, bring the affinity out. It will mature together with the cause we have done many lifetime ago. It will mature, it will mature, then consequence will come out. So do not rest. If we have nothing to do, just come down, do one year. Get rid of all the affinity, do not rest one soul. Try to press that. Once we start to think, oh, how come this like that? How come the person, how could they do that? Everything is recorded down every day, every second, every minute for us. We have to be careful of that. Thank you. That's why I heard yesterday, don't be careful. Every little thing recorded.
Yeah, it's not just that thinking about that particular thing. Anytime we're doing other things that are not, improper or whatever, then that will likely bring that karma to fruition, and then you have to suffer the consequence. Just like that monk, right? The story of the monk who I guess the previous life he killed executed those
three
soldiers,
people.
right? Whatever. And then so the moment that he let his guard down, then they got him. So that's the same. We can't let our guard down. Right.
Interesting little about it. This lecture fun. He is right now. He's the lecturer, do all so many things. But he try to make money. He come from village, make money. But he do illegal 走私怎么说？
Smuggling. Yeah.
Smuggling like 好像盐巴那是 salt.
Salt.
So
What did they?
salt.
Salt.
Oh, salt.
You
You have to smuggle salt.
Yeah, a lot of stuff they couldn't get.
Salt is
They
legal.
do a lot of illegal stuff. Okay, so they got so much money. Then four of them they do together. Then he think about God. Now it's everybody wondering God. Everybody trying how to split the money. Okay, so he went away, kill all three people, all three of them, all four partners. He killed all three of them. That's
So you don't have to split it.
and then this, now he took all, right? But he was feel so sorry.
Sorry.
For okay. So he went to talk to the monk. Okay. So what he had done. So monk said he also burn the book, the donate the book, all this donation, all the stuff, put his name, try to pay back. Then he also talked to the monk first. Monk is okay. Later on, I think he talked to the 村长, the village, on the
Elder.
leader of the village. So he tell them what he had done. Okay.
How did he know what he done? The Buddha told him.
Yeah, he went to there.
Oh, okay,
Buddha
okay.
told him. Then those spirits, waiting for 300 years. 300 years to catch him, because they suffer in the hell for 300 years. Those three of them suffer in the hell for 300 years. So they got out. They are waiting for opportunity, and then he is in the temple. Now he's in the temple, college, always in the temple. Though they couldn't catch him. So after 8 years, he went to the south village in Taiwan, southern village in Taiwan, relax a little bit, saying, do I really need to go to the temple? Just relax. Those spirits caught him. Okay. So once we cultivate, we are pretty safe. Once we relax, we say, today I don't want to go to the temple. Don't make sense. I don't learn that enough. So he didn't go. Now what happened? Those spirits got an opportunity, caught him. Then he got an accident. He got all the accident. His motorcycle went into the village. There's a yeah. And then you know what? All inside motorcycle is inside. He's upside down. So his mouth is in the water, but his spirit is outside. Can see. What happened to the person? His spirit already came out.
Came out.
He's dying.
Yeah.
Basically,
He's dying.
His spirit is leaving his body. So he said he experienced the moment people are dying, his house spirit coming out, he'll go back. And he tried to go back. Go back. He said he cannot die. Too many things haven't done yet. He got mission to do. Like all we have a vow, right? He didn't fulfill his vow. So he tried to put his spirit go back to the body, right? But once he pushed up, he couldn't go up. The spirits come out again. So he do very slowly. They don't spirits go in. Then he moved his head ahead of water, right? But after the moment, he doesn't know what happened from that accident location to his uncle's house, about 2 miles away, kilometers away. He didn't know who took the motorcycle, took his body to his uncle's house. He said today still his mystery, okay? But everybody can imagine what happened, but who did for him, right?
Because the motorcycle's part was.
Then he come back. He said, "How come motorcycle can ride? Somebody roll him, his body, and then everything to his uncle's house. But he turned around. Later on, he went back. All the motorcycle is broken. All the parts still inside the dish. The motorcycle parts still there. But how do motorcycle can function without those parts?
Invisible one.
Yeah, that's why I tell you this. They don't. I think you know what I. Then that's why teacher the nonsense.
Longevity
sense took him to the heaven to see what he has done, good, bad, and then tell us what's going on.
One second, he has
Go ahead, Ronnie.
You mentioned 300 years for the spirits and
yeah.
only 8 years for the human.
No.
Is that equivalent?
No, he was all those three spirits, three bodies died, right? Those spirits suffer in the hell for 300 years. They are punished in the 恶鬼道. It means they are hungry and
Hungry ghost.
ghost. for 300 years.
Because they hate it.
Right, but so it was another reincarnation of him that
300 years.
attached him later?
No, that's
Yeah,
300 years. 300 years,
yeah.
right?
He's right. So they caught him after in present day.
In another body.
In another lifetime.
Another lifetime. This is already
No,
300
those,
years
no,
past.
Let's come back. Those 303 people, right? 3 spirits. They are underworld, underground, and suffering for 300 years because what they have done, the bad thing. So those that hungry ghosts, 300 years, suffering.
They were waiting for revenge.
Then they come out after 300 years. They come out, right?
And find him in
They want
another
to catch
body.
him. The spirit is trying to catch him. Let your fun, okay? But because let your fun was in the temple. all
But
those
it was
years.
another body.
It's another life. Another life. It's already 300 years later. This is 300 years later.
So definitely another life.
He didn't live 700 years.
No. He's
No, that he reborn.
Yeah, he
in
was
this
like
lifetime.
lecture fun.
Oh yeah,
He's reborn.
Reborn this lifetime.
Yeah. Right.
Okay, reborn this lifetime, right? And he is cultivator. He's a lecturer, and he's in the temple every day. For those 8 years, those 3 spirits did not have opportunity because the teacher Buddha all tried to protect him, right? He didn't have opportunity. Once he went from Taipei to the southern Taiwan village, he started to relax. He says, don't even go to the temple, he just have fun in the life, right?
He lost the protection.
And he lost the protection. Now, those spirits come. And he's supposed to die 3 times, 3 lifetimes. She's, right?
One for each one he
All
killed.
3 lives, right? He's supposed to die 3 times, just 3 lifetimes. So die, accident, die, the next lifetime come back, accident, die, and one more time, accident and die, 3 lives to pay back. But you know what? Because he suffered, he had surgery, big surgery here. The doctor had to open up, replace the all stuff inside every 2 hours. So it's painful. That pain is the same pain those spirits he suffered before. So every 2 hours he suffered. So every moment is just so painful. Every minute.
He probably stabbed him
And then-
in the neck.
No, open like a big
No,
hole.
he probably killed him by stabbing
Eh,
the
yeah, oh, okay,
in the
yeah.
neck.
2 they killed by knife, 1 killed by the hanging.
Oh, hanging.
Oh.
Hanging.
Yeah, it's just, how do you say that?
Strangled
to death. So those people, he suffered the same way. So he had an
Yeah, so that's why he's
Yeah.
suffering over here.
That's interesting. Yeah, good point. Then those spirits waiting for 300 years to come out. Now those spirits chasing his spirits now after 300 years later. Because that's why I come to it. That's why I saw this kind of spirit. Once we go out, we don't propagate it out, cultivate it out, we lost that protection. You know what I mean? Then that's what happened. They caught him. And then he's supposed to suffer 3 lifetimes, right? 3 lives, continuously, the same result. But teacher and Buddhas tell him to suffer in 3 days. 3 days. Every minute he suffered, but only 3 days. It's balanced to 3 years, 3 lifetimes. But he only paid it in 3 days. So how lucky as a cultivator?
So did he die?
No, he
didn't die.
And now he talk about whole story to everybody
So
else.
he recovered.
Yeah, and then he only suffered 3 days on that time. But he's really suffered that 3 days like a three lifetime pain. But Buddha gave him 3 lives on 3 days only. So we all lucky because right supposed to be suffer 3 lifetime to pay back, but he suffered 3 days, even so painful. But because the pain he suffered is the pain the other people they suffered before. Like
Yeah.
yes.
Thank you.
Whatever we done, if we this lifetime we did something happened to us, we might do some bad thing in the previous life, unfortunately. Buddha didn't tell us, unfortunately. Had to tell him what's going on. What did he do last lifetime? 300 years later to catch him. Can you imagine those? Because whoever they kill, those people had to suffer in the underworld, right? They might take 100 years to come out, right? After they came out, chase. They find those spirits. They find where the location, chase down which lifetime where he go. So he knows that this lifetime he becomes lecturer.
They have a GPS.
They go to they work before the village all day. They live together. They find a step by step together. Wow.
So when somebody does something wrong to us, we should be grateful because we're paying karma.
They pay back,
Yeah.
and then we should be.
Wow, you're so smart.
That's a good
Yeah.
point. We should be happy to pay back. we gotta be
Maybe
happy.
we did it even worse.
Always, always. Just we didn't know that.
可怜之人必有可
可恶可恨
恨
可恶之处。That means you
那
don't.
还我说的
Yeah, just go ahead. Explain Chinese in English.
I don't understand that.
可怜之人 means
pitiful person
Oh.
pitiful person. You look at this pitiful person suffering or stuff, but in previous lives, he must be
You don't know what
something
they did.
so unforgivable.
Yeah.
Okay? Like
That's-
the other
that's-
lecture, right?
yeah.
Suffer with cancer every 3 months coming back. Remember I said the last lifetime, he put a poison stuff in a needle, kill whole family. So we all, and some of you maybe do good thing. I don't know what I have done. I'm not good. You know what I mean?
You know, I saw my mom suffering a great deal towards her last month,
Yeah.
and I asked myself, why is my mom suffering like that? And then I see a clear picture. She has to pay back all her karma before she can go.
Two,
So
That's
yeah.
good
Yeah.
point there. Two things we can pay back all karma. What's the first thing? The two locations we can pay back. What's the first one?
merits
No, 2 locations.
In the world here.
Here,
Land hall,
Life.
道场.
Oh,
When you go there
Yeah.
to help, that's one place. You can pay back all the people. What's the other location?
underworld.
hospital
Lie down on the bed, the hospital bed, suffering. That's the time.
Yeah.
So it's not a bad thing.
Yeah,
It's good
that's
to-
why I
good
said-
for them to pay back when they're still alive.
Yeah.
They don't pay back when we don't pay back when we're still alive. What do we have to pay?
In jail.
But there's the speed there is much slower. You know why? Remember the Mr. Chen, Chen Wenxi, he cultivated 20 years here. Those people that cultivate 2,000 years in heaven. That means because there's no place you can create a marriage. Do you know what I mean? In heaven, there's no place they can create a marriage. So it's hard to pay back. Here is we can do so many things to make it marriage, right? Have a credit. There, you know what I mean? Very hard because Buddhas are there. What do you need? They don't need your service or anything, right? So how do you accumulate marriage?
Maybe you help the other people on the other
No,
side.
there's they're all
You tell
Yeah.
them about the Tao.
they're waiting for their children, offspring to create a marriage for them. 这个关掉没关系，关掉。那个师傅讲把它关掉。
Yeah, because I'm getting
So
ahead.
the parents waiting for the parents waiting for the children to give them the marriage. Do you know what I mean? When they go to heaven, it's very hard, so slow and very hard. That's what we talked about yesterday. We just learn 20 minutes vow, then to learn 7 years in the heaven. This the Mr. Chen, he said he cultivated 10 years. For some spirits in the heaven, they have to cultivate 2,000 years. So they don't have body. But when we have body, we can learn very quickly. When we don't have a body, we can even take a vow. We have spirits, we can take a vow. Splendid. So good to learn now. Don't wait until now, until one day we go back and we find out I got to learn more. You know what I mean? Especially create marriage. Not because we want marriage, just automatically coming in, naturally coming in. Accumulate enough marriage, then those marriages could be like a saving account. See what I mean?
Gene.
Just mention about the mother last month. When my mother got sick, because of occasion, she always worried about we might be malnutrition. So we need a protein, and she raised some chickens in our backyard. So what she did on the holiday or special occasion, she killed those chickens, the live one, kill them, and then feed us, me and my brother. So the last few years, she got cut too, a couple times. And on my work, I had to do when I was a kid when she killed the chicken. I had to do cleaning up the inside. So when I had visiting, and my doctor was not very good, and but that's the code, okay. And he tried to see because she was a sideways, and the doctor cut me and go inside my stomach and try to grab her arm
Leg.
the feet. And too bad, that's
Couldn't
one
find it.
big one, one small one. So he had to put back and going around. And I was,
Conscious.
yeah, right? Unconscious. But I was awake. My eyes was like a see, red thing, and you want to scream, but you can't because anesthesia. I want to ask somebody to help me. Even God, saying. But that time I did not receive that. So I was screaming, but nobody can hear me. And he put back and
The reason because
and
the
thank
doctor
God,
said,
there's another doctor, and he was good, and he got
The right leg.
and come out.
And then, no, the first
I
doctor.
realized that because I did that to the chicken too, that I had to stop.
Yeah, you see?
Yeah.
No,
I
but
was suffering. That
but
was
interesting because I was next to the C-section, I see all the blood. I said, wow, I almost passed out. I was next to it because we know the person, right? So
Did you scream for her?
the person asked me, so you can stay here and watch. So I cut open, and then the whole doctor said, oh, I couldn't find the leg. I said, wow, shoot, the children have a leg or what? I was so scared. I just want to have a two-hand, two-leg. Make sure the kid baby has a two-hand, two-leg. So the doctor couldn't find it. I said, oh no. Then the next doctor said, let me try it. Go in and try to find
he
it.
grabbed the one leg
Can you
and one
imagine?
arm. That's why one big one, one small. And my anesthesia doctor said, oh, this kid
Deformed.
Only one. I was so scared to death.
So sorry, Mom.
You couldn't even celebrate your birthday.
Then I go, I went to
to turn upside down.
and I see all the blood. I said, do we really want to have kids like this? Do you really want to have kids? You know what I mean? That moment, I said, it's not worth it. Because you see all the blood, you know what I mean? I was there. Some people pass out, you know that. Then you see all the blood, they're gonna, right?
But transmitted leg, look at the result.
I know.
You should be very proud.
You see, couldn't find the leg, couldn't find the hand, right? Couldn't find the hand, couldn't find it. I said, oh, I was next to it. She was, then I said, no, don't tell me I'm no hand, no leg. I'm missing one. And I was so scared to death. You know, when baby was born,
Yeah.
all parents are hoping on his
Yeah.
Healthy and
That's
Oh,
all they
fingers.
care about it. Make sure baby have hands and leg breathe.
That was the first question I asked my doctor when I woke up because I passed out. I said, is he normal?
That's all you care. You know what I mean? You don't even care about anything else. Make sure the hand or leg is and neck. In that moment, because couldn't find the leg, and I said, oh, the doctors, you gotta be kidding. The doctors and the other guy, let me try. I said, oh no. Scared to death.
Is this the first time you heard of
No,
this?
I heard it before, but I never like
Oh,
felt, bad about it until now.
That's why, it's especially that moment.
Yeah.
And then I took all the pictures, right? And I showed her mother. His mother said, don't show me all those pictures. All the blood, with the baby coming out with blood. It was, I had all the pictures. So.
Yeah, you want to see those.
Because
Scary.
I know, but that's a moment you remember for life. I remember for life. Yeah, I remember that. Thank you. That's why, that's our great predecessor. His birthday, he doesn't celebrate. He said that's the day his mother was suffering to have him. So he doesn't have birthday big party. He said no. He was alone inside his room to reflect himself. Our great predecessor.
Our holy teacher also said that in New York Dharma class
Yeah.
this year,
Yeah.
and says we should teach our children not to celebrate their birthday, but on the day of their birthday they should kowtow
Kneel down to the parent, in front of the
parents.
parents.
Yeah,
Kneel
and
down,
bow.
kneel down in front of the parents, take a bow. Thank
Yeah.
you for having me.
The reason why I brought that up because sometimes we think we do something, it's nothing, right? But it's really something. It's called
We had to pay
behind
back.
us.
Yeah.
Really behind. Maybe not this lifetime, next lifetime. So never do bad thing. Recently, because I'm kind of confused, should we kill the mosquito? Because people say, yes, you should kill
That's
them because
okay.
they are bad, bad insect. And some person says, don't kill them. So which one is supposed to?
I still would not kill.
So
Yesterday.
most of the time I put them, I put a carton for them out.
Throw it away.
That day I was so tired and because I cut some fish and they bite me. So at night I saw one on the wall, right? So since they bite me, so I said, hey, I come up say, hey, this bad thing is so itchy. All right, I kill them. Then guess what happened? That's a big lesson. The second day, oh, my two legs, so many of the mosquito bites.
They fall
I
back.
learned a big lesson. I paid for the price, so itching, and before, I'm not going to kill them no more.
Can I give you a solution to the itch?
Yeah.
Whenever we get bitten by mosquito,
Yeah.
use Purell, the hand sanitizer, and rub a gob of it on and keep rubbing. In a few minutes, no more itching, no more swelling. Yes. Okay? Because when I went to Miami, I got bitten like 20 spots on my legs.
Oh.
And I had nothing but a bottle of Purell in my pocket. So I took it out and I rubbed it all over. And in a matter of 15 minutes, no more itching. The next day, the whole thing cleared up.
Wow.
Okay? Try it.
You're delicious.
Huh? I mean,
Talk about kill the mosquitoes. The happened to the what I talked this morning. Our predecessor, right? When he passed away, people said, "How come the predecessor such a high level, so many merits? How come he's suffering? How come even Buddha cannot save him? Why?" When teacher tried to remember he had a tumor, cancer. How come Buddha tried to save him? He cannot save him. That must be something he did wrong. Okay? People even talk when he passed away. And then he came down to talk. You know why? Remember he upleft his teacher. Usually when we uplift our parents with direct relationship, since the Buddha teachers help us offset some merits a little bit. But when he upleft his teacher, it's not direct relationship, right? And then the teacher eat a dog. The dog has 9 small dogs inside the female dog. So the 10 lives is there. So our predecessor had to suffer, had to bury that bad karma. 10 lives. 10 lives. Not just with people, dog, animals, different life. No, one life is one life. Okay? So 9 dogs plus the female mother dog. So 10 lives. Our predecessor had to pay the 10 lives karma. So the predecessor, all those stuff,
this is to pay for
to
the
pay back
10 lives.
all those life plus all the living being. He tried to shoulder the bad karma of the living being. He had to pay together. That's why he suffered the cancer at the end. Even Buddha cannot save him. That's what happened. So sometimes we didn't know. I say, oh, that's why people talk. How come the Buddha cannot save him? Must be he did something wrong. Because he said he did 9 lives plus mother 10 lives. He had to pay for them. So sometimes we have to be careful. We don't know what all those lives. Yeah. So we have to learn this little every day. Good to know that concept now, because sometimes we didn't see the big deal. You know.
Could somebody take the karma of somebody else? One explanation I hear in Christianity
Yeah.
is that Jesus the Christ,
Yeah.
he suffered so much at the cross because he took
Oh, yes.
the bad karma of a lot of people, so
Sure.
he had to pay for that.
Yeah.
You can.
Yeah.
You
that's-
take a vow in front of the altar to the Buddha, to God, and you say, "I'm going to take the karma of whoever you're taking from."
But one thing, be careful.
But you gotta be careful.
One thing, be careful. We have to make sure we have enough merit to shoulder that.
Yeah.
Because we don't have enough merit, all the bad karma come to us. We could be sick. We could even die because they karma. Come back to here. The grand predecessor, the predecessor tried to come down to reunion with us. Predecessor asked predecessor, can we make sure our Simu,
Our
18th
18th
matriarch, her health getting better, because our 18th matriarch getting, because you know what he said, predecessor, his body, our 18th matriarch's health will not get better, okay, because he's burying all the karmas for all the living beings by herself. So every day, even all the Buddhas kneel down to beg the God for her, still not enough. Because all the living beings have too big karma. Big karma is too big. And she had to bury herself, then her health will not be the same, will not be healthy again. So sometimes she is always by her alone, near take 1,000 bows every day, 10,000 bows every day for all the living beings, to bury for all the. She's always said she's waiting to bury all the karma, big karma, for all the living beings by herself.
We keep doing more karma, so it's hard for her.
I know.
There was that predecessor who came, left his son and his family to help people, and then he ended up not helping that many. He felt like he was not helping enough, and he asked all his members what they wanted him to do vows for them, like kind of take their karma for them. So they all lined up to tell him exactly what karmas that they wanted them to take, and it was too much for him. And when he was at the altar, he like passed out and died right away. He didn't have enough. I guess it was too many people. Right, Mom? Was that something like that?
Uplift uncle, grandma, uplift the grandkids.
Yeah, so he did it so that he could try to help somehow, but
In Taiwan.
Okay, that's important. And then I'm going to talk about one concept we learned yesterday. Our lecturer, the Fan taught us when Grace non-Sibley Saint took him to the heaven. One thing, because when some is heaven to our temple too. When some temple member, some people might be suffering or family or anybody suffering, right? We took a bow for the person, right? We said let's get together, taking a bow for the person. He said it's not work enough. It's not enough. He said unless all those people waiting to make a vow and execute that vow, to marry to offer for that, otherwise it will not be enough. So when the person, if the person family or somebody suffer, he said please make a vow. He said now I'm going to propagate the Tao, bring people to receive the Tao, or I'm going to be very pious to you, I'm going to be a good person, whatever vow. That vow has energy and power to offset the karma. But you got to execute. Once you make a vow, you got to do it. You cannot say I make a vow, I'm not going to do it. Then it doesn't make sense. So got to have a vow to help to offset the karma. We cannot just taking a vow is not enough. That's what he said. So it's just good knowledge. Before we always just take a vow, right? Right? But we say the person, even all of us should make a vow. We say, okay, we're going to propagate 10 people. Each person going to bring 1, 5, whatever, receive a Tao, give the person the marriage. Something like it together. Make a vow together. They will be more powerful. Okay?
But Lao Tzu at one time says that when someone is not feeling well, we can all
we get a vow.
Yeah,
but we should encourage also the person make a vow too. So okay, from now on I'm going to help people receiving that. Something like the vow. They will be more
more effective.
More effective. It helps, but not enough. He said
enough.
you might have a big karma there, but may not be enough to help the person.
Also, transmitter Trey, he had a vow, 顶节救世. He will take care of the disasters and save the whole world. They all
He made a
have
vow.
those kind of vows. So at the end, he had a cancer. So why vegetarian people still got cancer? Because he took over a lot of they come up from other people. A lot of people and they try to say that.
Predecessors all doing that. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah. Well.
Yeah, we talk about some concept. It's very important.
Sorry, time.
Well, yeah, I
idea
mean,
concept. Anybody else?
The most effective is, the person who's suffering needs to make a vow.
Make a
and
vow. Or choose to make a vow.
Yeah, or, their relative, direct relative,
Direct.
the family members
Help,
that can
help.
help. But the person, doing the vow and actually doing something is most effective, obviously, because it's their own karma. So other people can try to help, but it's less than...
Limited.
Yeah, it's limited. Yeah.
Is it effective when they on the dying bed and they make a vow?
It can help, but
It
it
may
depends.
lessen their suffering a little bit, but you're not going to be making a dead person to come and live for another 3 months. You understand?
My grandma when she was dying.
Yeah, your grandma, you will affect them. You will affect them.
Yeah,
You will
and
affect
she said, so my mom, my leg, my hand, so my mom,
Yeah. Oh,
then
okay.
the hand, because she used to farm, chicken, so they killing. So she make a vow during she saw very tall Guan Yin Pusa. Guan Yin Pusa saw next lifetime I'll be a vegetarian. She make a vow.
Okay.
And then she still suffer, but she passed away.
They still suffer, but maybe it's not as great as it would have been.
I have a question. I have several students whose spouses, from what they tell me, are totally crazy. I mean, not just a little bit, but crazy. And even sometimes they have like a different voice, speaks up like a different person. My understanding that's like either like possession or even psychic parasite that
Inside the body.
inside the body or the mind bothering them and making them behave. But they go to the psychiatrist and psychiatrists make them worse because they give them drugs which make them violent. Calm them temporarily but make it worse. Is there anything in the Tao that one can do to help those people?
Only Tao can help those people.
So, but the crazy people will have to receive the Tao. It's hard because
It's not easy, yeah.
So maybe if the husband or the wife receive the Tao, maybe that will help.
The whole family has
Children,
to receive
children
the Tao.
too.
The whole immediate family has to receive.
Sometimes, like you said, this is a very good question. This happened to a lot of people. Judy used to work for this kind of hospital, and I always see all of her patients. She even took all of them out for the sightseeing. So I was with them, so I can see that once they have this kind of mental problem, they are locked into this kind of hospital. Once they are inside, they are totally different people. You know that, right? Mentally, that's not the same. With the Tao, only Tao teacher Buddha can help, because those sometimes you can see the person. Sometimes their eyes are different. Have you heard about it? Their eyes are not the person we talked to before. If this person is
the voice is.
if this person is Miss Wang, suddenly you can see her eyes.
The
are so,
eye, it's
so
piercing. It's
very
totally
cool.
different.
The eyes are very cool, right? You know what? There's the other spirits inside that moment. So our Guan and all the Buddhas, we have one person in Taiwan. Then the Guan, the only person, all the Buddhas always tell the person, right? The spirit, don't come out to fool around here. This is temple, you cannot do that. So don't impose the Buddha coming down to tell the person. So then the person change. Okay? So then the spirits inside change. Those Buddhas.
Does that mean the spirit left the body?
Temporarily.
But once in a while the
Come
person will
out.
react. Okay? So the teacher will tell you how much book you have to put in, how much marriage you have to do, so how much more marriage we have to offset to the person, all kind of stuff. Try to cut down. You see what I mean? Try to become vegetarian, try to have family temple. You got to try to.
Yeah, you need a lot of merits to help.
Yeah,
But
that's not
because
easy to.
The other married the spirits could be inside once in a while. So you can see the eyes are different, right? You need to pay attention. The eyes is different person. Boy's eyes are different person. It means the other person is talking inside the person's body.
Do they supposed to be using the Tao do something similar to exorcism?
Wow, it's probably not possession. But
Okay, that's
something.
Yeah.
Then do they do exorcisms? Can
The
we do
Tao?
Or
exorcisms?
Do
something
we?
similar?
Yeah. Can transmitters?
I don't think we do.
You need,
The Buddhas will have to do
you need
it.
marriage. You need marriage. But if the person doesn't receive Tao, doesn't cultivate, not a vegetarian,
Yeah.
don't have family temple, you will not have
The
not
family
married.
has to be very devoted to offset it for
Yeah.
the
That's the
particular
only way
person.
to save them. Yeah.
Because that is a very big karma.
Yeah, I mean, they have, outside of the Tao, you have people who have these abilities, right? In the Qi, right? That they can affect the Qi,
Don't
they
take
know
it.
about spirits and stuff. They can try to, like, kind of dispel, the spirit. But that's only temporary.
Temper.
It's only
Without merit, you cannot offset the karma. That's what happened. Okay? Only merit can offset those stuff. So Buddha, when we receive Tao, right? Teacher and Buddha can use our merit, negotiate. So cut down like this lecture fund. He's supposed to suffer 3 lifetimes, right? Now he only suffers 3 days, right? But even very painful 3 days, but only 3 days
It's
this
worth
lifetime,
it, yeah.
right? This lifetime he can reduce, he can pay back all the karma and go back, right? So only that's why we don't know how precious, how lucky we are until you see all those true stories, what happened to them, you know?
That's why we gotta come to the temple as often as we can.
Yeah. Buddha's teachers saying they can help, but not in the hospital teaching. It's a little bit mental hospital. It's very,
And then the people who are doing the Tao for
Yeah.
them also have the burden, carry
Yeah.
the burden too.
yeah.
Yeah, they
Okay.
have to carry some of the burden. Yeah.
All right, so
Back
back.
a quick one. You share one story with your friends. Can you just share with everybody else? Yeah, 那个朋友的。louder.
Incident where the spirit went into a person.
His friend's body.
Yeah, and he demanded that when he went to the temple, he said he wants to be initiated.
To receive that.
Down.
His friend.
Yeah, the thing is, you don't have a body, you can
Teach,
receive
holy
down.
teacher said.
Yeah, I don't know whether it's Chifen or
Somebody else.
Yeah,
The other
same.
Buddha.
So you have to accumulate merits, either your family, your children, whoever. So the spirit came out and said, why not cultivate it? So he pointed out to the
Transmitting
the
message.
transmitter. She's a lady. So you and the person, one lifetime, they were counting together. They haven't received out, but they were in the temple. One is he's a monk, and the other two was a lady. They were
Cultivate together.
cultivate together. It's just a different temple, but they meet. So why not? Because I have accumulated merits too.
Yeah. So her friend, she had a friend, and then the other friend, spirits, going to her friend's body, and then tell to the transmitter in the temple, the spirits in her friend's body want to receive that.
Every time the person goes to the temple and
And
meet
the spirit go with the
yeah,
person
he
together.
will say, I want to receive that.
The spirit
Every
receive.
time, every time.
So I think the Buddha said, no, you cannot receive that because you don't have a body. Unless your children has enough merits, one day can be uplift you, become to receive that.
Yeah, she's
Yeah.
already so he just follow whenever she goes to the temple.
The other
just
spirits,
listen,
the other
you know,
spirits
and,
go with
and
her.
cultivate. It's just that he cannot receive that.
It's a male,
A female.
it's a female.
Yeah.
So the female spirit knew the.
No. The spirit is a man. He once lifetime he was a monk, and they
okay.
cultivate together. He say he has married before because once lifetime before they knew each other. There's affinity. The
friend.
together. Then was some sort of. He was a monk, and then the other two party
Yeah.
was
Wow.
like a. Now you call sister or what? The
Oh.
one Niku. Niku.
Oh, okay.
So they cultivate
They all
together.
cultivate?
But
Nun.
not
Yeah.
Nun,
not in
like
the
nun.
same I don't know.
Yeah.
Not in the same temple because you have to
Mm.
separate. But they meet each other during the
Cultivate.
cultivation or like
Yeah.
Dharma classes. So you say I cultivate. I cultivate. It's just that lifetime you don't have Tao.
And this gentleman, he didn't receive Tao this lifetime, right?
No, he didn't receive. He was this lifetime he was a regular person.
Yeah. Didn't
He
receive
wasn't cultivated like a monk, maybe something happened in between, then he comes back, have a family and kids. So they say, why don't your family, find your family. My mom speak to him, look for your family, where's your family? Because I was there too. I said, we can go and help you. But the thing is, he said he doesn't know where his wife is, his kids is, not filial, yeah. So he said, I don't know where to go. Then my mom said, you cannot like that, you have to, the only way you can do is go ask people or somebody the same so that we reincarnate
Yeah. To
to
be
the family.
who has a
Find
temple.
family has a temple who is cultivating, you receive Tao. That's the only way.
So sometimes.
It's a real story.
So then what happened?
Still, he doesn't want to give up. He just
He
wants to
just
stay
go
in
with
the
his
spirit.
friend,
Yeah.
her friend all the
Still
time.
now?
Yeah.
Oh, the poor friend.
Yeah, go friend. The spirits always go with her friend
Yeah,
to the
yeah.
temple.
I mean, somebody.
But the friend, okay, the friend knew him from the past life or
No.
in this life?
No, one lifetime they were cultivating together. Like he's
Oh,
a
okay,
monk
okay.
and
So
he's
from
a-
the past life they were together.
It's interesting.
So you
It's
say,
scary.
why not? Yeah, why not? We will cultivate together. That's what he was saying.
So now does that hinder her cultivating? Because when she's in the temple, she's not her anymore. She's him.
And no, could be,
right?
most
No,
times
no, no. She now she can suppress it, and whenever every night, he will try, she will write 真经, and kneel and
And he cannot come into
prayers.
his
Yeah.
body.
So to an extent she can control. At first she couldn't, he's always coming.
Mina Sutra, right? So when she had a problem, because the young spirit try to go in the body and something, so she does Mina Sutra, right?
Mina
You write it and the spirit cannot go in. So that's
What is that sutra? Is it special?
Mina
Maitreya.
Yeah.
But Rolando, they have to receive the Tao first.
Birds.
Okay.
Jing and Heart Sutra.
Heart. So it's
That's why we as Tao cultivators should all memorize it. All memorize it. Okay, even though we do not read the language. It took me 3 years. It may take them 1 week, but it took me 3 years to memorize.
Is it long?
It's 2 pages.
easy way to learn is a song. So you just singing, keep singing, right? Right? That's how you learn it, right? It's a song.
Did you memorize it yet?
So when you are in the car, right? Put it into the CD, okay, right? Just let it play, right? That's how you learn it, right?
Did you memorize it?
I was like,
We could make something.
No, every week you add 1 sentence. It took me 3 years.
Every day you just do it. I mean, that's what I.
Yeah,
I remember
yeah, you remember.
but you don't do it every single day, you forget
That's
it, and then you start all over again.
No, that's why every day you
Just keep playing.
you review the previous up
And
and then add a new
Yeah.
one.
That's why I
You
only
add
remember
another sentence.
When the people passed away during the funeral service, we always play this song. We always sing 3 times.
Maybe we should, when we have English class, we should
And the
try
first
to
last
read it
ayah,
at least
the
one
8th
time.
ayah is
Oh yeah, we can do that.
Yeah.
So
Just go
when the
over
funeral
it.
service, when we go, who goes to the funeral service? Person, the spirits knew who come for the funeral service.
Oh, they're watching right there in the
spirits
funeral
know.
home.
They know. That's why the trade transmitter, the senior trade transmitter, and that day, who come to the funeral service? He put on all the units. Who come to the funeral service? Who helped the funeral 1 month? Because at night everybody has to stay with him at night, right? Who comes at the night every whole month? He put it on the scripture. I said, oh, be careful. The spirit is still there. The 8th spirit, Allah is still there. Allah says.
Do you wait a certain time after the body leaves before
49 days.
49 days.
49 days.
Like right now, my mom has not reached the 49
So
days.
her spirit is
Every day,
there with
I
me.
have to serve her 3 meals.
Just-
I mean, I don't physically spoon feed her, but we have a
I'll make an
little
offering.
table with her
Offering.
picture and the incense.
And where is her body?
Her body is
Already
buried.
cremated. Buried.
No, yeah, she's not
buried.
cremated. Buried.
Cremated, buried. Doesn't matter.
But if you are
Spirit.
going to cremate it, how long do you wait to be cremated? Is there a certain time, like
No,
1
it's
day,
up to
30
individual.
days?
It's up to the family.
Yeah. But the spirit is still there.
The spirit is, they can still feel because we have a total of 7 different spirits in our body. So every 7th day, 1 spirit will dissipate. So every 7th day, so that's why it's 49 days.
I'm concerned because I read that some of those cremation places are devious and crooked, and they just store them and somebody went there and found a lot. I think the person were arrested. They had a lot of bodies. They had him months ago. They had him cremated, and they gave the family a little just ashes. Nothing to do. So I was thinking better would be to do like they do in India. They make a pyre of wood, sandalwood, and they will burn it.
But spirit is not there.
No, just at least the body.
Just the physical body.
Corrupted.
7, like 7 魂魄.
Yeah. That's
So every 7th day, 1 will leave the
Which
body.
is interesting one, right? When sometimes we are on the highway on the road, right? You can see animals are hit. Right?
It's the same
Animals are
thing.
hit,
Everybody
right?
is
They are
the
dying,
same.
right?
7.
So where you can safely take the
Oh, that
body,
was,
bury
yeah, no,
there's also been married
she
too.
probably saw
Yeah.
Lao
That's
Sư
why a lot of
coming
some
to
people
pick
do
her
like
up.
body
That's why she
and bury
wrote
them.
him, get your
So
dad
that's animal
fast because I see
spiritual
Lao Sư
thank you
coming.
forever.
She was still conscious.
She was still,
She
yeah.
was, she was,
So it's
So
very
She was still alive.
She was alive. She was alive when she
Still
wrote
alive
that.
when she
But
wrote
this man
that.
do that's
Okay,
a
but
lot
then
of do a lot of
she's
stuff.
actually
Bring the animals.
is one spirit at a time leave.
Depend on the
So she's
Yeah.
here 49 days too.
Yeah, when
on the street,
I
right?
guess the first one is the soul, but there are
You cannot
7
stop
different
They have, like,
other
other-
ones
Yeah.
for,
Yeah, that-
you know,
give you the
Different
sensations, things like that.
feelings
Yeah.
If there are like a bacteria or something,
Yeah.
and I don't know
That's why we
how
have
to
to
do
think
it.
of
Yeah,
food.
yeah.
That's why we
They
have
pick
to
it up and sell it in McDonald's. Like,
and I put
Oh,
food
yes.
That's what I read.
Yeah.
I mean, they put it as part of the, they grinding. They put
You
a,
hear Orlando said?
Hmm?
Orlando repeat for
yeah, well, I have read and from many sources, employees that we used to work for McDonald's and Burger King, that there are companies that pick up all those kill the animal
On
kills
the
that are
street, on the highway.
on the roads,
Roadkill?
and they kind of process as a part of some of the
Oh.
things that put in the meat for McDonald's and Burger King.
Wow.
That is illegal.
you don't know. That's
That
right.
is
Well,
illegal.
I mean, they don't have to do that. They kill a lot of horses, right? Because there are a lot of horses that they have to slaughter, and they use the horse meat too. So, yeah, they just have to get roadkill. I mean, there's a lot of
So,
stuff that they.
for
they
those
already
that
do.
are still not vegetarian, yeah, think twice before you eat.
You don't know what you eat.
Besides
Think
meat,
twice.
meat takes such a long time to digest. It stays in the body such a long time, so you shouldn't be eating it anyhow.
I am a vegetarian, but I always have that kind of situation
Yeah.
when I have dinner or
Yeah.
lunch with friends.
Yeah.
Even I said I'm vegetarian, I don't eat meat, I don't eat meat, but they just insist. You just try one, like a crab or something. You have to try. They insist.
You
They-
insist to.
Yeah. It's just like it ends up like a fighting. So it's like I have to give up, and I just
No, you don't give up. No, you have to have your strong
I'm
willpower.
on business trip. I'm business trip all the time.
You
Okay?
need to insist that they become vegetarian.
That's interesting.
I match each other.
I'm on business trip all the time, right? And then in China, what happened? They put a wine, ganbei, right? Ganbei, you gotta finish all the wine, right? Right? Of course, China, right? Everybody give you.
Like
and then-
bottoms up, ganbei is
Then one by one coming together because I'm the representative for whole company, right? They're gonna come, all the employees will be one after the other one, waiting in line for you. I say, no, I'm not drinking. No, I don't drink. Period. I don't drink. Force you. Oh, they find a way to force you.
Want to use the water or something?
No, they're gonna force you in China. They don't force water, okay? They're gonna force you. Then you say what? No.
I say no,
No.
but
Then-
I mean it's just like it's a battle, and people.
Then you have to win.
Want yes.
You have to win. They cannot
No,
win.
they-
You have to
just
win.
like,
The
Jane.
reason-
Don't give up.
You have to win.
Yeah, Jane,
Yeah.
that was heaven's test to you, and you failed.
Mm.
Yeah. Next time. I say that. But you know what? Come back to here. Right now, I used to go to Germany, China, Singapore. You know what happened? Everybody go to the vegetarian restaurant to eat with me now. That's how I change.
Yeah,
Everybody go
you
with all
can
that.
influence
They
a
know I
lot of
don't eat it.
people.
You
Yes.
tell them my religion
Yes.
for
They all go with you,
me.
just eat with you. Even Oleg, right? He's dinner. Right now, I'm sitting with my old colleague, AB Armand or AB Armand, right? I'm sitting with them. You know what happened? All the dishes are vegetarian dishes. So they share the dishes with me now.
Yeah.
Also, if they're your real friends, they're
Yeah.
not going to.
Force you.
Yeah, they'll
No.
respect your choices.
But
Yeah.
you don't more and more. Now you don't. Whatever happened in the past is already over.
Good friends
Next
don't
time,
do that.
tell them no.
You have to have a
No.
strong willpower.
No.
And also, and
You know what? You know what happened? Because one day we go to the we live in the world, right? All the chicken, all the animals, right?
Like Ryan is also a
But in the bag. You know what happened to the Mr. Wang, right? That's what happened to this Mr. Wang. His spirit was going to underworld, right? But he's receiving it up. But when they said, the chicken said, he eat my left leg, he eat my right leg, he eat my hand. Let's everybody behind him, tell him what. And then the guy in charge in the underworld. Now everybody reported which part of the body The guy eat. The guy was vegetarian. When his mother was pregnant, at the moment he was vegetarian. But in the middle school and high school, he worried about all his classmates laugh at him. So he said eat it. Nobody know. Parents, nobody know. But his grandfather knew. So grandfather is already passed away. Ask Buddha, take his spirit to underworld to teach him. Grandpa already passed away. Ask Buddha, please educate their grandson, please. So the Buddha took his spirit to the underworld, tell him whatever. But he lied down on the couch. He couldn't move. One side body.
Paralyzed.
Yeah, no, not paradise. The paradise means whole body. But the face is not paralyzed. Only the hand, leg. But he couldn't move. So his wife mother took him to the hospital. Hospital said, it's a stroke. Mother said, stroke should be whole body one side. Not, his face is not have a stroke or not stroke. So they want to do some checking surgery. And then he wrote it. Don't let them do the surgery and any inspection. He needs to tell his mother.
Oh, he can still write.
Right, but his spirit is underworld because it's in punishment. Tell him what happened to him. All the chicken, all the pig, everything accused him behind him in the underworld. So it's so dark. He was scared to death. So one day we all have to face those kind of stuff. It's coming. When we leave this world, there's a book for us. What we have done, all the good things. The other book is what we have done, all the bad things, right? You heard it yesterday, right? We all heard it in my house. We are glad. These guys, the Long Buddhist says, go to get your book, read it, what you have done, the good thing. Go to get the book, what you have done, the bad thing. So the good things is one building, 3 floors, one building, all the good things, all the people have done. Turn around, the other side, it's all the bad things, big karma people have done. 3 buildings, 3 floors each. How many are there? So
Triple the amount.
So even we thought, and we think about, that's why he said one thing. One time he didn't like certain thing. He was in North Taipei. He was a transmitter. He liked the transmitter, so he go there every time. He moved to the south of Taiwan. There's the other transmitter on all the stuff, and he didn't like it. He was I don't like it. He said, was recorded down. He said, no way, Jose, it's recorded what he thinks. So everything he has done is recorded. So every little thing, and then today, even he help people, right? Nobody's in the temple. There's one new member coming in and said, oh, it's a fruit. Come to eat the fruit. He got married for that. 助道有功. Okay? So little things. Then sometimes he help a little things. He's donate 0.2 cents today. Because he's doing little things. So everything recorded, no missing any item. So we have to be careful one day. We got to get a book. Every one of us get one book one day. So all set. And they're going to play the video for us. Going to play the video for us, what we have done. So we will see that we don't want the judgment day comes that we cry. Okay, that's why we regret. We got to prepare for that. Thank you.
Yeah. Okay. Well, yeah. So just like the scripture says, and when we're alone, we're in, this darkness, whatever. I mean, we always have to be aware, mindful of our thoughts, right? Because why there are 3 buildings of bad things? We tend to have more bad thoughts than good thoughts.
Right?
Yeah, we always have more. So we have to be careful. All right. All right. So this is She announced herself. I am immortal. 8 immortals, Heshengu, right?
Yeah.
God's mandate to come to the Yiling temple, make obeisance to Lao upon entering. So hire you virtues cultivators. Okay. And then compose a song. The song, the title or the melody of the song is Love in the World. Love in the World, okay.
It's a Chinese song?
Yeah, a Chinese song. So it says, a true love, true love exists in the world. It's infinite, inexhaustible, and it's everywhere, okay, or it's spread everywhere. A warmth that touches the heart of the people, right, the warmth from this love. It says year after year, it's still constant as ever, right? This love, this true love, right? So this is the love, talk about from heaven's love, the Buddha's love, God's love. This is it never changes. Okay, so you can say this is not human love. Human love tends to change over time, right? Today I love someone, tomorrow I don't, right? So that's human love. But we're talking about the Buddha love, this unconditional love it's constant.
It's coming from the Buddha nature, right?
Yeah, it comes from that you can say it's compassion. That's that true love. Okay, so and also like how it manifests, like the parents' love for the children, so they take care of the children, raising the children, and then turn around at the same time, children, when they grow up, they're filial children, they take care of their elderly parents. Okay, and so that type of love, that affection, helps to lessen, the feeling of, oh, there's nothing you can do about things, especially like in karma, fate, things that we face in life. There are a lot of things that we're not in control of. Things just happen, and so this type of affection, this kind of love can help to lessen that helplessness, right? So this beautiful love, it exists forever. Right? The years go by, they go by forever, and then passing, just like the passing of generations, deeply filling our hearts with expectation, right? So always expectation for the next generation, or what's going to come next. Just like the seasons, they change, right? There's no need to sigh or whatever, complain. I mean, it just passes from year to year. So we're willing to spread this love to all of mankind. Okay, so this true love, it exists in the world. It's infinite and inexhaustible and everywhere. We have no suspicions, only mutual trust. So among people, trust, you can say trust, faith, that's one of the virtues, right? One of the basic virtue constants, and also one of the 8 virtues. So among, we should trust each other, not be suspicious. When we have that suspicious mind, we create, create all sorts of bad karma that arises from that. And so because of this, we have this love, this unconditional love, this compassion that, we create this boundless splendor or magnificence in this world.
Can I add one sentence
Yeah.
here? 这边有一个这份情冲淡了无赖。
Yeah.
Okay, that means that the parents usually when they get older, they get older and the elderly, they are getting lonely. Kind of, they wish they can have ability to energy to do so many things, but unfortunately they don't have the ability anymore. But with the love from the children, they then feel kind of comforted. They then feel a little, they feel much better situation there. So because that's the
Right.
so sometimes they are helpless themselves. But with the love from the children, better quality, they then feel much better. Thank you.
They feel lonely.
Yeah.
They feel useless.
Yeah.
They
Right, yeah,
feel
yeah,
that they are not worth anything at that
They're
moment.
too lonely and helpless. Sometimes they're too old, they cannot even move to
Right.
anything.
So
Thank you.
so that.
So that love, better quality is so important in this case, but then feel much different. Feel that. Thank you.
Yeah. So.
That's a nice song.
So yeah, it's a nice song. I won't play it right now, but let's
You
see.
can play.
Huh?
Okay. You got 3 minutes.
You
Uh,
have 10
You
minutes.
didn't do the Marva scripture?
All
You
right.
can play.
You didn't do the Marva
I don't know. Did we do it yet?
I did it all last night, man. I typed it all last
You can do it next time, and you can't be late.
Let me
Which
see.
one?
The song.
Which one? The next one?
Oh,
Yeah.
You can do it next
That's
week.
what I put in
It's
Chinese.
beautiful too, but it's beautiful
What I say
too.
in Chinese, I know. Yeah.
But it's beautiful too.
Oh yeah. 要信。
The first half, the introduction part is very beautiful. You should know.
What?
You do it next week. The introduction part of the Marva scripture, and then the end too. The last 4 or 5
Well,
sentences.
the song. I mean, the words
You
are
do
different, but that's just the popular song.
Ray's supposed to do that.
Ray? Tell Ray to come in.
So slow.
无言像雪花悄悄离去，彼此间我们或许不曾相遇，爱的呼唤让我们在一起，在一起，穿过了风和雨。
他的歌词我可以啊，我
是白色的啦，
他在唱那个
黄色的字，对，他黄色的字。
还有白色的。
那么
我看到的黄色的，没有，这个白色的。
这份爱温暖在你我心里。
Terry, I don't hear you.
This is a famous song.
I don't know. I
Not
never
this song. I
heard
think
it.
it's an old song. I didn't know. I think it's a love song. Oh, just about love.
情微凉，像春风走楼来，爱无言，像雪花悄悄离去，彼此间都把真情埋在心底，爱的故事才这样美丽。 在一起，穿过了风和雨，在一起走来了新天地。这份情，希望留人间。这份爱，温暖在你我心里。在一起。 穿过了风和雨，在一起走来了新天地。这份情，希望留人间。这份爱，温暖在你我心里。情微凉，像春风走楼来。 爱无言，像雪花悄悄离去，彼此间都把真情埋在心底，爱的故事才这样美丽。
It's a new song, so it's hard to pick up the tune.
And the words, the original words, the words
Yeah.
don't match.
Yeah. It's a little different.
Good, thank you, good job.
Let's see back to sorry. Okay.
We sing a song.
Much do the this?
Is it much
Waving.
heavier?
没有，还没有。
Yes, you did. Because that's the
Teacher,
function.
how do teacher know us every day?
Waving.
There's something coding challenge at home or somewhere else.
We just did
Sing the song.
Yeah, but that's by
Today.
Sing the
function.
song very much.
Yeah.
So she did an introduction.
Yeah.
Waving.
Yeah.
Did we do that last
Yeah.
week?
No, we
did
just
that.
did. We just did.
We just did it together today.
Okay,
We
so
saw the evening, yeah, right there.
all right. So the second day, then our holy teacher composed scripture.
That's a
So
long one then. It's not-
so
it's
this
beautiful.
he's describing what the two words the waving the twilight is translates as directly translates as
Literally
twilight.
means twilight. But there's many levels.
But yeah, but anyways, it's well he explains it here. So it says there's a subtle and profound
Many
truth
levels.
principle in the twilight, right? So those two words waving. You could say it refers to that hidden or subtle. There's light. There's something there. Even in the twilight, it looks kind of dark, but there's something still there.
Yeah,
Okay, there's
yeah,
the light.
yeah.
That just talking about that our Buddha nature. It's kind of hidden. It's still
Well,
there.
there are two parts. Well, not two parts. You could say, yeah, you could say two levels, two parts. Waning originally what the holy teacher will explain the waning too, right?
That's what he-
by the eight immortal, right? Eight immortal her, right? Immortal her. Explain what waning is, right?
No, that's what teachers.
No, teachers did that too. No. But I thought holy teacher did that.
Yeah, teacher. This is teacher.
Yeah. The teacher. Yeah, that doesn't matter. But this is the book. But teacher introduction.
Yeah, this is the introduction. That's what this is.
But I was talking to Ray about this, right? See, waning, yeah, you can say, yeah, it hints at that. What's that subtle light, right? Subtle brightness, right? Subtle light. It people say, yeah, your Buddha nature. Okay. I mean, that's kind of obvious, I guess. But it also means, if you look at the bulk of his of the scripture, the 30 lines or so. I think it's 30 lines. Anyway, it all talks about the transition or going from human to become enlightened, or bad to good. Okay, so also twilight implies that transition, right? From darkness to day, right? What's that transition? Twilight. Okay, so it also implies that. It implies not just the Buddha nature, right? That hidden, subtle light, wisdom, whatever, but also implies as a transition that we are not yet there. We're not at that level, so we also have to do it. So that if you look at the bulk of all they all say Buddha, holy teacher all say, we should not do this, we should do this, right? We should not do that. It's the transition also. Okay, so become human to become enlightened, all right, or to become unenlightened to become enlightened. Okay, that's what also means too, all right. So that's why we use
also
that.
the first sentence he explained what it means already. 为名就是细微深奥的道理 ，means very little.
Well, subtle, minute,
mystery,
profound,
or
esoteric.
principle or rules.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Then you will continue to talk about what it means.
Yeah, it's nice. It's very
what it
beautiful. The
means.
way he phrased it, it's in three sections.
Yeah.
First one, he's talking about the bigger scale. You could say the grand scale, heaven and earth. Then the second scale is talking about within humans.
Human
Then the
being.
third scale, that's cultivation. So 3 levels. You can say 3 levels,
It's a
3
big-
scales.
Yeah. It's
Right?
very
It encompasses.
Yeah, just a few sentences, but it's a lot of deep meaning. there.
Yeah. Very meaningful.
Yeah.
Very
Go ahead.
beautiful.
Right. So it says, in regards to the world, right? So talking about the world, then the passage of autumn and winter, right? The grip of winter. Only after that passes, because of that, or you can say also because of it,
because
that then you have the spring and
Spring.
summer, right? So that where you have growth and development. I mean, well, this is all part of within the yin yang.
Yeah.
That's what you have. I mean,
Implies
the changes,
right?
the changes
change,
within
the
it.
transition. I mean, everything's changing, right? So normally we associate autumn and winter as more negative, right? Because it's in the summer, right? Look, in the summer, so less daylight, right? The day gets shorter, the night gets longer, right? It gets cold, right? So we tend to associate with negative because things don't grow in winter, right? Things don't dead, things die, right? Leaves, right? The leaves fall, right, from a tree. Autumn. So from this quote unquote negative perspective, there will be good. There will be something good will come, which is what? Spring.
New love is
Precisely. Yeah. New. So it's like a new cycle. It's like a rebirth, right? So regrowth.
That's in the back, the 白话训, the Qigong Buddha say in the words, that fall and winter the leaves are dropping, right? Since no energy at all. But however, this is accumulating enough energy to bring out in the spring.
Right.
And
Yeah.
new
life.
new life,
growth,
the new
life.
energy
Yeah.
coming out. Without those dying,
Yeah,
energy-
so that's what I'm saying. Yeah, you
energy
need one to have the other. Yeah, see,
come out.
so that and also in the bulk of the poem, in the lecture, in the scripture, especially towards the end, right? Especially the last 5 sentences. Okay, it talks about the duality. Okay, so okay, but it hints at that. So this is just it explains. It's basically this is nature. We can say this is nature. This is natural. It's not only heaven and earth. I mean, it's the cosmos, really. If you really want to go that far, I mean,
And go to the next sentence, even funny, very important.
yeah. Then the next level is
human. Talking about human life, right?
Yeah.
We have to be willing to be, modest or be yielding,
Right.
right? Conceding,
Humble.
humble. Then we
Yeah.
can
退让
live.
退让要怎么说？
right?
Concede.
Yeah, concede, to
Concede,
yield,
to
to yield,
yield.
giving
in.
to yield.
Giving in.
Yeah.
Okay,
To
if you
yield.
have two fighting, you can let it.
Yeah, you have to
you yield.
Right.
Yeah, yield.
Yeah, to
Okay.
live without contention, right?
与世不争, that's the most important sentence.
Yeah,
It means
yeah.
you are not try to fighting or anything.
Yeah, but this is also
Yeah.
the basic concept
Yeah, very
or one of the important principles
道德
in
经.
Dao De Jing, right? And it's in reference to Dao De Jing. Later on, you can see there are more references, but right, 柔胜强, right? All that stuff,
Yeah, yeah.
okay? All that stuff,
That's a good
okay?
point.
柔强, whatever.
Right.
But
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
I mean, it's following the same principle that you just
Yeah,
talked about in
yeah.
the earlier sentence. You know, basically, there's you can say there's like a give, you know, like a give and take almost
Right,
type of
right, yeah,
situation,
that's mentioned
right? When,
later on.
when you know in giving, you're getting something, right? So it's just like in the twilight, you're losing the light, the
Right.
bright
The
light, but then you're getting
Oh.
something else, right? So it all fits that same principle, right?
Yeah, the notion of change,
And then what happens
transition.
after that?
Okay,
transition.
so the next
Our
one.
virtue will increase.
Right,
okay?
yeah. So
Then we
yeah,
can-
because we do this
Virtue
right,
increase.
so we, you know, it looks like we're yielding, we're giving something up,
But
but
it's
we're getting our virtue,
virtue,
increasing our virtue. Okay,
So how did we get a virtue?
From giving.
yielding,
From-
not, you know,
Not contending
with.
and
Somebody
humble.
want to fight
And
us
humble.
with something else.
So it's not
Let them
arrogance,
have it.
right, not
That's
pride.
our
Right.
virtue.
So it's
We will
the
gain our
opposite.
virtue. Okay, that's very important.
Right, so pride, 不可以傲慢，也不可以傲慢，
Yeah.
就是
谦
傲慢的
humble,
谦嘛。
humble.
What's the opposite of 谦？就是傲慢 right? Okay, so that's
So if we do that, we will have virtue. Okay.
yeah, so interesting.
Interesting, right?
Yeah.
So you don't try to.
Right. So and then okay, so in the last line it says,
In
you know,
terms of
in regards to,
cultivation.
in terms of our cultivation, right? So because of our willingness to sacrifice the enjoyment of desires, right? Pursuing
giving
our
something
desires,
up.
we're giving up that enjoyment. But then there can be enjoyment of this, the true happiness of accomplishment. You know, in terms of when we give up that, we're performing what we're supposed to do,
What?
right, in life.
What does that mean? It
Yeah,
means
merit.
like that. Means we give up. Even we say we vegetarian, we give up some. Right? Sacrifice something.
Well,
But
the
one day we
enjoyment.
will enjoy the happiness of achievement.
Yeah.
Right? You see that? So we sacrifice this lifetime a little bit, cultivate, right? In the future, we're going to enjoy the happiness like we said, the Buddha.
Yeah.
Right?
Right.
That's what it is.
Well, really, the ultimate achievement is enlightenment. Okay, we are awakened now, but we are
Future.
cultivating or giving up. You can say, giving up so that we will become enlightened, and that's what.
The ultimate achievement.
Yeah,
Forever
not-
happiness.
yeah, that's forever, right? That's the key. It's eternal. It's eternal, unchanging. Whereas if we enjoy pleasures today, it's not lasting. It's only temporary, right? Yeah. If we're lucky, you live 100 years, you enjoy. You eat all the meat you want. You listen to all the good music. Wear the best clothes. Doesn't matter.
Maybe 120 years.
Yeah, you're not gonna take it with you. Well, Anand lived 120 years. So you can live to Anand. Yeah, Ananda.
He did?
Yeah, he lived 100. He lived very long life. That's why he remembered. He memorized everything.